Alright guys, this one is going to be a little weird because you're going to see a change of shirts. I recorded this a while ago, but I got to record the opening and closing because I was talking about time-sensitive stuff that was in the past. It doesn't matter. So this is going to be the video on the best characters to level first. It's going to be the characters that I am personally going to be leveling first. That means when I hit level 86, all these characters are coming up to 86 before I do anything else. Same with 87, 88, 89, and 90. And that's just the way it's going to be, because there's some pretty nice stat jumps for 85 to 90. Let's go get into it.
And we're going to start this one off with a character I think is going to make everybody's list, for sure. And we're talking Morgan Le Fay. What else can you say about this character? Now that she has 6 and 7 register, she is already busted as heck. The other 5 levels you're definitely going to have to put on for the arena. She is the sole piece of the arena. I say soul, not S-O-L-E, S-O-U-L. Without her landing her ability block, or possibly getting her to resist enemy ability blocks, you're going to be in trouble. So you're going to want to level her up the very second you reach new levels on your account. In War and Crucible D, her on the Darkhold team or on the Dormammu team is an absolute nightmare. Again, she is the key piece to those teams. So I think just her should be your first priority to level. And what else can you say all around? Like if you get to use her in RTA, Tower mode, Scourge mode, she's the best character in the game right now, and that's not going to change this patch. So she's definitely the number one character people should be leveling up as they level their accounts. Number 2, this one might surprise a couple people, but really Omega Red, he's not fallen off. He's still useful in so many game modes. For War offense, your Weapon X team is an absolute must. And if everybody is leveling their Morgan, like I just said, everyone's probably going to be doing, you need your Omega Red to still be able to land that ability block, or your cleanup after your Weapon X, or your Kestrel, or your Eternals burn on the Dormhold teams. If he doesn't land that ability block, you're still going to lose, and you're going to have a lot less full clears on your War. I know that's kind of an end game issue, so maybe if you're not at that point in the game where you're seeing Dormhold everywhere, you can hold off on him. But he has immense value elsewhere as well. In Crucible, he is the Darkhold cleanup team. You do your initial attack, and then you go in with your Omega Red and the rest of Weapon X, and you can clean up. They lose a lot of strength outside of War, but they're definitely not a dud. He is arena offense viable. I use him in my current matchup against the Eternals team that I see some people putting on defense, and just all around. The Weapon X team and Omega Red in particular, crazy good team. They're not going anywhere anytime soon, so Omega Red, just Omega Red, is of immense value. Now we move on to number 3. We're talking about Ikaris. Yes, the Eternals have clearly fallen off a little bit, but they're still at the very tippy top of what's great in this game. So in Crucible, they are everybody's go-to counter against Dormammu teams, even in Stage 6, where they don't get their turn meter rewinds. The only stage they don't really work in is Stage 4. Just what they do with that turn meter rewind, the buff flips, the stun coming from Cersei, they're still the best power couple in the game, in my opinion. And Ikaris is obviously the leading man there. He's arena offense viable. I use a Eternals, Omega Red, Morgan hybrid team, or sharing over Omega Red sometimes. And I do 100k punch-ups into Dormhold, and instead of taking 5 minutes, it takes 2. So I still use Eternals in arena every single day. And of course, all around Tower mode, Scourge mode, we're definitely going to be using this character. We just got a data mine on the Scourge that there's going to be Cosmic Hero node in one of the last nodes. So you can be sure you will be hopefully using Ikaris there. And then number 4 coming in, Dr. Doom. Surprised? You shouldn't be. His ultimate is still insane. 300 speed meter for himself and the highest damage ally, with the huge damage coming in from the special, and then the damage coming in from the other member, probably Ikaris, or maybe your A-Force. He's still very crucial. In the tech nodes, he is an absolute monster MVP. There's actually going to be a couple MVPs for that tech lane. But now that we have an extra level cap, it gives you a cushion. So we're definitely going to be prioritizing our tech team along the way. And he's a key pivotal character for that. He makes the A-Force consistent in war. That's probably not the best compliment for A-Force because they need Doom to do all the heavy lifting. But he makes them against young Avengers work very, very consistently. And all around with that ultimate, Tower mode, Scourge mode, you're going to find great use out of your Doom. Let's move on to number 5. So number 5 coming in is Kestrel. Yeah, who is this? I've never seen this woman in my life. Like Doom, tech crate MVP, absolute monster. She's also part of the Crucible Darkhold counter. You can put her with Brotherhood Dormammu. You can put her with Dormammu, Sharon, a couple other characters that do some speed manipulation, and they can beat a full Darkhold team. I'll try and get a video of that coming out soon. Just as soon as I found that counter, everybody I faced in a Crucible has either not put them on defense or has put them in the wrong room because they asked me for a counter. When I gave them that counter, they used it against me. Looking at you, Sea King. And all around, Kestrel is amazing with her ping, the 5,000% focus on her ultimate, the special, defense down on every single one of her abilities. She's still an amazing character and definitely of value for your gold and training materials. Now let's go on to number 6. Dormammu. It's kind of weird that he only made it to number 6, but there's reason for that. He's kind of more of a support character in the places that he is used. So he's an arena defense staple. There's no complaining there. He's basically there to give the revives and to pose a threat if you don't control him in time. The extra levels will probably not stop him from getting controlled, though, because of his Red Star limitations, which is kind of why I didn't like the Morgan Red Star increases. War and Crucible D. He's obviously in War. Everybody at the end game has Dormhold on defense because it requires at least 2 hits, and there's so much RNG and craziness to it with the buff rooms up. It's a nightmare. It's terrible for the game, but you should still level him because you want to win. Lots of people still use him on Crucible. If you're going to do that, I'm starting to suggest you put him back with Darkhold. But if you're not going to put him in Crucible defense, he can go to Crucible offense. He is the key component in countering a full Darkhold team. And then all around, he's going to be great. He's going to be amazing for at least one node in Scourge. He's going to be great for Tower. He's going to help you get that extra floor that you might have missed last time. He's a great character. He needed to make this list. Number 7. We got Lady Deathstrike. This one might catch you off guard. But yeah, I still love this character. She's still quite possibly my favorite character because of her speed rewind, the insane damage on her bleeds. Just incredible. Her survivability when she drops below 50% life, she's crazy. She is another one of those tech rate MVPs. I was telling you we're going to prioritize that tech lane, and she is a huge component there. She's also a war offense must. She complements Omega Red's team. That damage, that Terminator rewind, you need her to survive so she can get the cleanse off on her ultimate. She's very, very, very important. So she had to make this list. And all around, she's a great character. When she's available in RTA, you can be sure even without her team, people are going to be picking her up. Let's move on to number 8. So for number 8, we have the duo of Gambit. Nope, that's not Gambit. Bishop and Jubilee. This is just so you don't time out in the raids. This is really all it is. It's kind of a necessary evil to make sure that we're getting through those mutant sections a little bit easier. Can you make an argument for Beast? For sure. Iceman, getting a little iffy. Kitty, my Kitty's still level 80, and I don't time out. This will help me not time out because they're the actual damage dealers. But yeah, Bishop and Jubilee definitely take priority. Coming in at number 9, we have the remaining Darkhold members. I think this goes without saying. Arena, War, Crucible, Defense. They're an absolute migraine for everybody everywhere. They're great for tower mode. They're going to be useful in one Scourge node for sure. They're amazing characters in their own right. Morgan definitely holds them together, but the bigger these characters are, the crazier the wins on defense become. So they're definitely high up on this list. Number 10. Getting a little bit into the weeds here now. Young Avengers. Yes, I can't believe I would recommend this, but I love this team so much. And with the Scourge mode coming up, any kind of additional stats you can get on these guys is going to be huge. They are, in my opinion, the primary team for this coming Scourge event. They're also insane on Crucible offense. One of the few teams that could absolutely rock the Wakandans. One of the very, very few teams. You're not going to want to have to use your new unlimited X-Men against Wakandans. You want to use them probably against Darkhold or even Dormammu. We don't know if they're going to beat that yet. Young Avengers, an insane team. War defense, I threw that in there because that's what they do. But they're also insane in tower mode. So, an absolute great team. Powerhouse. Coming in at number 11. A-Force. Necessary evil, kind of. But also, this team starts working a little bit better at the highest levels. They do need Doom, though. There's no way around that. Doom was already on this list. He's part of this team. Having this team huge to beat up these young Avengers that are going to get even bigger for the Scourge. For Crucible, they're super, super powerful because of their speed stats. Nico 129, Spider-Woman 128, Captain Marvel at 127. They go before most characters because a lot of speed bar manipulation or speed bar gains happens through war specific abilities. So they go before a lot of people. They can absolutely crush an enemy team before they even get off the ground. And we can't get in game right now, but Spider-Woman, we didn't see if she actually got fixed yet. It wasn't in the patch notes, so I'm kind of expecting Spider-Woman's passive to still be working for absolutely everybody, which makes this team phenomenal. But also kind of crappy in war. Let's be real. And then we have the last little slide I want to share with you guys. This is a specific one for me and players like me. War offense MVPs. Your White Tiger, your T'Challa, your Longshot. We want to level these characters up so they can hang with the enemy teams that are going to be leveled up. If you're like me and you do a lot of war punch-ups, you need at least these MVP characters to be able to do their job and function. Because if you don't get that early kill from White Tiger, or from Longshot, or from T'Challa, lots of these matchups fall to pieces. Want to make sure they work. Then we have Wolverine and Sabretooth. They're just part of the Weapon X team. Silver Samurai, he's okay, but in the Dormhold cleanup, it's really those four bleed machines, Omega Red, Lady Deathstrike, Wolverine, and Sabretooth, that will decide if you win on that cleanup. Those bleeds, we want them to hit super hard. We want the actual damage to hit really hard. So leveling them up along the way can save you headaches as far as those super annoying Dormhold teams that will definitely be leveled higher. This list, I think, is the efficient way. I think a lot of people are going to start leveling their entire Darkhold team. It's unfortunate. It's something we're all going to have to deal with. Then we have Gamora. Obviously, she's the sword of that Infinity Watch team that is still crazy good. Thanos. I really fell out of love with Black Order until recently when I leveled them all up to 85. They're still a powerhouse team on War, a great team in Tower. That's about it. But he is so crucial on that team. His damage, his ultimate, his special landing, that bringing him up, if you already have your Black Order built up, is probably a pretty good investment. And we have the newest character, Gambit. If you don't have Gambit, you didn't wheel out on him, take him off this list. His damage is crazy, so if you did wheel out on him, and you do have, especially with the new increases they gave to the Unlimited X-Men team, his damage is nuts. So if you're going to bring them up, I didn't put Rogue on this list because she's not available yet, but she'll definitely make this list too. Just absolutely bonkers damage. I'm having a lot of fun with my Gambit. Alright, I hope you enjoyed that. If you liked that list and you agree with me, let me know in the comment section below. And if you disagree with me, get out of here. No, I'm just kidding. Especially you guys, let me know if I missed anybody that you think is crucially important. Would love that because I make mistakes all the time.
But if you enjoyed this video, please like, share, subscribe, stay happy, healthy, and have fun, and I'll see you guys later.